Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I am Karen. Today we are looking at day 2 of The Truth About Teen Skin. Now, in part 1, we actually learned quite a lot about how to take care of teen skin, basically what not to use, right? You don't have to use a lot of different types of skincare products because we know teenagers, their skin, actually they're thinner and also they're more sensitive too. So it's easier for you to get like redness or dryness or have breakouts as well.
Yeah, to have a bad reaction to some of the skin products that maybe are made for adults and not really made for teen skin.
That's right. But, you know, just to make sure that everybody understands, I think we all want to look beautiful. We all want to have beautiful skin, no matter what age you are. So let me ask you, Matt, do you do anything every day, like now, to take care of your skin?
Yeah, I guess I wash my face with face wash.
Okay.
You know, not just any soap, not just...
You have a special kind. Like
I have a special face wash. I don't just use shampoo anymore.
You used to use shampoo to wash your face?
Sure. So yeah, I use the face wash and I actually put moisturizer on and I also put sunscreen on every day on my face.
Okay. That's pretty good. It sounds very simple, but I think that's really basic too. You know.
Why, is yours much more complicated?
No, actually, but I know a lot of girls who have very complicated, you know, skincare routines every single day. But actually, I'm just like you. I do very simple. I do the very basic things. I put on my moisturizer, I wash my face with a facial wash, and then I put on my sunscreen. And then especially when I want to go, you know, tanning, go to the beach, I just make sure that I always reapply my sunscreen so my skin doesn't get hurt. But other than that, I don't really do much.
Well, reapplying is the part I always forget.
Hey, that's very important or else you'll get sunburns.
All right, well, let's read about The Truth About Teen Skin, Day 2 after this.
According to dermatologists, the ideal products for a healthy teenager are simple: a gentle face wash, a basic moisturizer, and sunscreen. Other products are not needed unless a doctor says they are necessary for a serious skin problem. An obsession with skincare can also affect mental health. Spending hours watching beauty videos and comparing your skin to heavily filtered images online isn't healthy. Teens are still learning about themselves, and many feel self-conscious about their looks. When they feel pressured to follow complex routines just to feel good about themselves, it can lead to stress and a negative body image.
Hello everyone, today's article is called The Truth About Teen Skin, and today we are looking at part 2 of this article.
That's right. Okay, let's get ready to learn more. According to dermatologists, the ideal products for a healthy teenager are simple: a gentle face wash, a basic moisturizer, and sunscreen. That's exactly what you and I use, right?
Right, we're just like teenagers.
That's right. Although we're much older than teenagers, but I think, yeah, we have very simple, you know, like skincare, like routines every single day. All you need, face wash, basic moisturizer, and sunscreen. So you don't have to spend a lot of money.
That's right. Continuing on, other products are not needed unless a doctor says they are necessary for a serious skin problem. Okay. So it is important to check with your doctor if you think you have something wrong and not just to go buy random skincare products that you saw on Instagram.
That's right, no matter how convincing the videos look, right? An obsession with skincare can also affect mental health. Okay, we're talking about an obsession with something. When you're obsessed, that is the verb. If you're obsessed with something, that means you're thinking about it all the time. So that is an obsession. So an obsession with skincare can also affect mental health. So what does it mean when I say mental health? So mental that is an adjective. Mental describes anything relating to the mind, brain, brain or thinking process. Rather than the physical body, it refers to thoughts, memories, and emotions, such as the mental health or mental effort. An example sentence would be, a quiet walk can improve your mental state. That means will make you feel more relaxed, happier. Maybe you won't feel so anxious and you don't feel so stressed.
All right, let's go to
Hanny.Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要继续来看关于青少年肌肤的真相。那根据皮肤科医师的建议，适合健康青少年的理想产品其实是很简单的，就是温和的洗面乳、基本的保湿乳液，还有防晒乳。除非医师认为有必要针对严重的皮肤问题使用特定产品，否则其他产品一概不需要。好，那这边一个重点是连接词 unless， 它引导条件子句是表达除非……否则不怎么样。如果不怎么样，它就相当于 if…… not 的意思。那在表达未来情况时 ，unless 子句通常会使用现在式来代替未来式。那么主要子句则是可以用未来式。例如 ，You won't get any dessert unless you finish your veggies。除非你把青菜吃完，否则就没有甜点可以吃哦。好，那课文下一句提到，对保养的过度执着也可能影响到心理健康。那这边用到单字 mental， 就是形容心理的、精神的或是心智的。那么 obsession 名词表示过度沉迷或是执念，它的动词 obsess 可以表达使着迷的意思。那这句话课文中。
All right, thanks, Hanny. Now let's continue with the article.Spending hours watching beauty videos and comparing your skin to heavily filtered images online isn't healthy.
That is definitely true. Oftentimes when we watch videos on social media platforms, and then you might compare yourself with other people. You might feel like, oh, I also want skin like that, or I also want my body to look like that. So always comparing yourself with people that you see in the videos on these social media platforms is not very healthy, and it's not good for your mental state. Okay, let's continue. Teens are still learning about themselves, and many feel self-conscious about their looks. That's right. When you say they feel self-conscious about their looks, that means oftentimes they will question, oh, do I look pretty enough? And then maybe I need to put on some more makeup, or maybe I need to use some more skincare products. I need to look better. I don't look good enough. Then you feel self-conscious. You don't feel like you're good enough.
That's right. When they feel pressured to follow complex routines just to feel good about themselves, it can lead to stress and a negative body image. All right, so we're talking about complex routines. So in this case, complex skin routines. Complex is an adjective that means not simple at all. So it means involving many steps in a process, involving many parts in a machine, involving many things that come together to complete the routine or the process. So it means the opposite of something that is simple, like doctors recommended a simple routine of just sunscreen, moisturizer, and face wash. But if you have a complex skin routine, you're going to have many, many different things and many, many different steps to complete your routine. An example sentence, cooking this dish is complex because it has many steps.
That's right. And remember, the teens, they don't need anything complex. They want something that is simple. And then we're talking about this word here, stress, and that is a noun. Stress is a feeling of worry, tension, or pressure that happens when you are uncomfortable, overwhelmed, or facing a tough situation. So you might feel stressed, like, oh, I don't look pretty enough. I don't look good enough. Look at my skin. It doesn't look nice enough. I don't look flawless enough. So you feel maybe really stressed because you don't look like the people in the videos that you watch. Now, an example sentence would be, moving to a new city can create stress. And that is definitely true because maybe you're not familiar with the roads. You don't have many friends in the new city. So you might feel more pressured and then you feel a lot of stress.
So we have another adjective there, which is negative. And negative means pessimistic or thinking that the worst might happen or the worst can happen, or always thinking bad things. So the opposite of negative is positive, and that's when you're thinking good things can happen. But if we're having lots of negative thoughts or negative things happen to us, that means bad things or bad thoughts. An example sentence, Leah is trying to stop her negative thoughts.
Because if you continue to have a lot of negative thoughts, it's really, really hard to be happy, right?
That's right.
Okay, let's go over to Hanny first and we will be right back.
青少年仍处于探索自我的阶段，许多人本来就对自己的外表感到不自在。当他们遵循这些繁复的护肤程序，就只是为了让自己看起来好一点，那可能会因此承受了压力，产生负面的身体形象。好，单字 complex 它是形容复杂的、费解的。stress 名词表示压力 ，negative 是形容负面的、否定的。Matt 老师在解释单字时提到 pessimistic 是形容悲观的。那我们接回到课文中。
Thank you, Hanny. And now we are back. Okay, so far from our article, we have good news for everyone. You know, you don't need to spend a lot of money, as a teen to protect and take care of your skin. You need something very basic and very simple, just a face wash, a very basic moisturizer, and also sunscreen. That's it.
That's all you need? Well, we're going to find out more in the second part of this article after this break.
A fun hobby can turn harmful when it starts getting in the way of sleep, schoolwork, or friendships. The goal isn't to avoid skincare entirely, it's to have a simple routine. Using a face mask with friends every now and then is perfectly fine. The problem is daily use of too many products, especially those that are made for adult skin. Most young people don't need to fix their skin, they just need to care for it gently.
Welcome back. So just before we left off, we were talking about how watching lots of skinfluencer videos and watching lots of videos about complex skin routines can make you feel bad about yourself, maybe have a negative body image and just really not make your life better because you're trying to fulfill a goal that is not really reachable when you're looking at these perfect faces that you see online.
Exactly, and then some of these videos are edited or maybe they're filtered, so they're not even real, right? So you don't have to try to compare yourself with them. And then, so let's continue with our article. A fun hobby can turn harmful when it starts getting in the way of sleep, schoolwork, or friendships. Okay, so maybe a fun hobby they're referring to, maybe like, oh, I want to watch these videos and buy some skincare products, taking care of my skin. This could be like a fun hobby, but it can turn harmful if it starts getting in the way. If you're so obsessed with it and then you're always thinking about it, it might get in the way of your sleep, schoolwork, or friendship, right? We're looking at this word here, harmful, and that is an adjective. Harmful means causing hurt, damage, or danger to someone's health, feelings, or the environment. It describes things that are unsafe or have a bad effect. Now, an example sentence would be, loud noise can be harmful to your ears. It just means that loud noise can hurt your ears.
Yep. All right, let's go to Hanny.
课文写到，当一项原本有趣的嗜好开始妨碍了睡眠、课业或人际关系，它就可能转变成一种伤害。那么 harmful 是形容有害的，尤其是指对健康环境有害的。好，这边有一个重点是 in the way， 表示阻碍、妨碍或是挡住。in the way 字面意思是挡在路上，引申表达妨碍、阻碍。那常常会跟 be 动词 get 或是 stand 等等动词搭配，并常常用 in the way of 加上名词或动名词这样的结构，表达妨碍某事的进行或某种活动。例如 try not to let emotions get in the way of your decisions， 试着别让情绪妨碍你的决定。那解华课文中。
All right, thank you, Hanny. Now let's get back to the article. The goal isn't to avoid skincare entirely. It's to have a simple routine. Using a face mask with friends every now and then is perfectly fine. All right, so the goal isn't to avoid skincare entirely. Now, entirely means completely or totally or wholly. So if you are avoiding something entirely, it means you're not doing it at all. And we know that you should probably do some skincare, just not too much and not make it, a major part of your life. So you should avoid it in some way, but certainly not entirely by still having some sort of skincare routine.
That's right.
So an example sentence, we do not need to change the schedule entirely.
That means you don't need to change all of it, right? Maybe just part of it. Okay, let's continue. The problem is daily use of too many products, especially those that are made for adult skin. And that is definitely true because as we learned before, adult skin is very different from teen skin. And teen skin is more sensitive. They have more reaction to the skincare products. So try not to use too many of these products that are made for adult skin, right? And don't use too many skin products, period.
Most young people don't need to fix their skin. They just need to care for it gently.
I have to agree with it. Okay, let's go over to Hanny first and we will be right back.
这并不是说完全不碰皮肤保养，而是要维持简单的护肤程序。课文就提到说，偶尔跟朋友一起敷面膜是完全没问题的。真正的问题是在于每天使用过多产品，尤其是使用专为成人肌肤打造的产品。大多数年轻人的皮肤并不需要修复，只需要温和的呵护它就好。好，那单字 entirely 这个副词表示完全的、彻底。文中用到 every now and then 是表达偶尔不时 care for something 则是表达照顾照料的意思。那接话课文中
All right, thanks, Hanny. So now we have a what do you think question. So Karen, what is a healthy way to choose products for your skin?
Well, from our article, I think I really learned that, keeping everything simple and basic, that's very, very important. So I would just have my face wash, a very simple moisturizer, and also sunscreen. But if I have other problems with my skin, if I have a lot of acne or I have some other, allergic reaction, then I would probably go and follow the dermatologist's advice because, they are the experts in this field. So they can prescribe me any kind of medication, ointment that I should use, or sometimes maybe some medication to take orally to help with my skin, right?
Yeah, but I think it's really best to seek a real expert that is a real expert in real life and not someone who says they're an expert on the internet.
Skinfluencer.
Right, because you don't really know that person's real qualifications and if they really know what they're talking about.
Exactly. Just because they have a lot of followers doesn't make them an expert, right? Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you guys enjoy the article. So let's review the article again, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
According to dermatologists, the ideal products for a healthy teenager are simple: a gentle face wash, a basic moisturizer, and sunscreen. Other products are not needed unless a doctor says they are necessary for a serious skin problem. An obsession with skincare can also affect mental health. Spending hours watching beauty videos and comparing your skin to heavily filtered images online isn't healthy. Teens are still learning about themselves, and many feel self-conscious about their looks. When they feel pressured to follow complex routines just to feel good about themselves, it can lead to stress and a negative body image. A fun hobby can turn harmful when it starts getting in the way of sleep, schoolwork, or friendships. The goal isn't to avoid skincare entirely, it's to have a simple routine. Using a face mask with friends every now and then is perfectly fine. The problem is daily use of too many products, especially those that are made for adult skin. Most young people don't need to fix their skin, they just need to care for it gently.
最后我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 mental 是形容心理的、精神的、心智的。complex 是形容复杂的、费解的。stress 名词表示压力。negative 是形容负面的、否定的。harmful 是形容有害的，尤其是对健康环境有害的。entirely 副词表示完全的、彻底。 文法的部分，第一个学到连接词 unless， 它引导条件子句，是表达除非点点点，否则不怎么样，或者是如果不点点点。第二个学到 in the way， 就是表达阻碍、妨碍或是挡住。以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Hey, 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 it's Kiwi on the street. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
And today, we're talking about cilantro.
Yes, lately Taiwan has been crazy over this little green guy. You can't leave the house without seeing everything flavored with cilantro.
We are actually going to try some of those things in upcoming episodes. So it only makes sense that we learn more about this little green plant.
Can you please stop that? You are making my beautiful hair smell like cilantro, and it's very overpowering.
So first off, what is this fragrant green plant even called? Because some people might have said cilantro or coriander. Well, that all depends on where in the world you are. In the US, cilantro refers to the plant's leaves, and coriander are its seeds. But in the UK or in Australia, coriander refers to the whole plant.
And fun fact, this little green guy looks a lot like this guy. This guy is called parsley. They look alike, but they are totally different. Cilantro is a must-have in a lot of Asian cuisine. But did you know that it's been around for thousands of years? It first grew in the Mediterranean, and the ancient Egyptians even used it as medicine. So much so that they put coriander seeds inside of King Tut's tomb because they believed it provided spiritual protection on his journey to the afterlife.
Wow, I can't believe this plant has been around for thousands of years.
I think I could use a little protection.
Not everybody is as excited about cilantro as Winnie and I here, though, but it's because of their genes. Some people have a gene where they become super sensitive to a chemical in the cilantro that actually makes it taste like soap. So it's not their fault that they don't like cilantro. It's actually in their DNA.
I'm definitely happy I don't have that gene. I'm glad that we got to learn a little bit more about one of my favorite things to eat.
So stay tuned for upcoming episodes where we try these mysterious cilantro flavored foods together.
Well, that's all we have for today. Remember to follow us on Instagram and send us a DM or an email if there's something you want to say in English but you just don't know how.
Kiwi later.